In this video, we continue on with our 10-day airline pilot trip. We start off with a 72-hour layover in Santiago, Chile. Santiago has now taken the crown and is #1 favorite city. There's just so much to do here. How's my Spanish? Bueno? Good? Bueno? Muy bueno? See? Look at that. And then we go fly the Boeing 767 International all over South America. Ready? Buckle up. Let's go fly. Beautiful people, good morning. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días from Santiago, Chile. We have arrived. Officially, our 3-day layover has begun. If you're new here, my name is Pete. Some call me Pilot Pete. I'm a Boeing 767 airline pilot, and I'm currently on a 10-day airline pilot trip. We just finished our flight from Buenos Aires, Argentina to Santiago, Chile, and then we got in late, went to bed, woke up, and now our 72-hour layover begins in the beautiful city surrounded by the Andes Mountains. It's wintertime down here since it's July, opposite climates as North America. Some snow up there, you can't really see it, but it's been beautiful. Beautiful, it's gonna get to 70 degrees today. Give you a quick little room tour. We got the king bed, it's an absolute mess. We got the pillows blocking the shades because I hate light. We got our stuff everywhere. Not too shabby though for 3 days. Got our suitcase up there. Nice little bathroom. And we're about to head down and enjoy the free breakfast. Nothing pilots love more than a free breakfast. So we're gonna go enjoy our 3 days here in Santiago, Chile. And then after the 3 days are over, we're flying to Quito, Ecuador. So if you wanna come along for all of it, let's go do it. Enjoyed the nice breakfast, and now we're out in the town. Full transparency, today is Sunday. We got in yesterday, but I didn't do any filming yesterday. I was just tired and just needed a day to myself, not to be vlogging anything, but it's a beautiful weekend here. Oh my goodness, happy Sunday, everyone. And for those who know, and for those who don't know, as a Christian, specifically a Catholic, every Sunday I attend church. And the nice thing about being a Catholic is you can find them pretty much everywhere around the world. One of my goals for 2026 was to make sure I attend Mass every single Sunday. Last year, I think I missed 2 because I was in Greece on the islands of Milos and Sifnos and didn't have any Catholic churches, just Greek Orthodox, so unable to attend. But this year, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I can attend every single Sunday. So that's where we're headed now. There's a bunch of Catholic churches around, but I ChatGPT'd and I think I found one that is in Inglés, because me llamo Pedro, no hablo español. So even though I've gone to churches in all parts of the world in French, Latin, Spanish, and you can pretty much follow along, I do prefer to hear the homilies and the priest speak in English if able. So 2 things I'm gonna do is go to this English church, hopefully, and then my first time going on the subway here in Santiago, Chile. So there's a subway station, like a 5-minute walk from our hotel, right in the middle of downtown. There's that tallest building in, I think, South America. I always forget. They're building a lot of stuff here. This city is really cool. I mean, I feel like I've just scratched the surface, but they love to move. They love to be out in nature. The captain and I went out to dinner last night, and then we went to this cool spot that I'll go to today to show you. It's like 7 floors of like a mall with a bunch of different stuff. So anyway, Santiago, Chile is one of my favorites, I think, for Latin America, South America layovers. And then we'll hit the subway right now for our travels to church. All right, only a few mistakes here in the subway so far. First one was I got on the ride and saw the tracks. I was on this side. I was supposed to be on that side to start. And then maybe you could see that little wonder right there. I thought you could exit a turnstile, but I guess they only have specific exits. But we're here early. Got here in like 2 minutes. Subway's definitely nice and clean, cleaner than New York.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't know what the price is. I just did tap to pay, but I'm assuming it's cheaper than $3 US, but I could be mistaken. Hopefully it's It is cheap because, like I said, I paid twice for like a 3-stop ride, but that's all right. Helping the economy here in Santiago, Chile. All right, Audible, folks. The mass is already going on, and it was in Spanish, and I was about halfway over by the time I got there. So the information online, you can't always trust it, but that's all right. I found a church that I think is definitely going to be having a mass tonight at 5 p.m. So it should be like a bigger cathedral. It won't be in English, but that's all right. We'll still get it done. So that means we're changing plans. We're going to go head back to the downtown area. It's kind of lunchtime. It's almost 1 o'clock. So we got a little bit of bite to eat, and then I got 10 miles on the training program. You guys are going to love this run. I did it yesterday a little bit kind of towards sunset, but it's incredible. This city it's growing on me. You're going to like it. So since it's lunchtime, we're going to grub up. And yesterday the captain took me here and introduced me to the Mercado Urbano Tubalaba, which is short for the Mutt. It's basically like the biggest mall and food court that you could imagine. It's huge. We went last night just to get gelato ice cream. It was delicious. There's so many freaking spots here. You could spend hours in here, and the Mutt is the legit name too. Look, the Mutt. You could spend hours in here shopping, eating, doing whatever the heck you want, getting lost. We'll go find a quick bite to eat somewhere, grub up at the Mutt before our 10-mile, which is what, 15 kilometers run today here in Santiago. This is a running path I discovered. It's got to be miles and miles long. You got bikes, you got people running, scooters, parallels this river. You got all these cool mountains, all this good topography with the white caps over there in the mountains. And we're just gonna run 5 miles this way and then 5 miles back. Training for 2 marathons, Chicago, New York City, both for charity. You got the Pat Tillman Foundation for Chicago. All the funds have been raised. Thank you for all those donated. And then New York City, we're raising funds for Children's Aid. It's a nonprofit organization. New York City helps underprivileged youth. So if you got $1, $5, $5,000 to spare, the link's in the description below to donate. It would mean a lot to them if you could help me raise the $4,000 required to run the New York City Marathon. Every single cent goes to them. But I'm also making it fun because for every $50 donation, you get 1 entry to fly around New York City with me, Pilot Pete, in a small plane and experience the greatest flight of your life. So 10 miles, wish me luck. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Brought me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street.
So about 3 miles into my 10-mile run, right across the river there is that little airport where I took up that glider a couple layovers ago here in Santiago. So I don't think the control tower actually works, but there's a little runway just parallel to this highway. Just saw an airplane tow up a glider. If you saw that video, you know I didn't do too well. I threw up. Yep, that's barf. No good. Pilot Pete didn't make it. It's quite embarrassing to be Pilot Pete and not be able to go flying, but it is what it is. But I absolutely love this run. It's an uphill. I'm trying my best to stay in zone 2, below 140 beats per minute. I'm running like 11-minute miles. So it's brutal. It's not hard. It's just slow and steady. It's mental. It's a mental push right now, but 3 down, 7 to go.
You should know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. But I got a gang of walking with my click though. Welcome to the melting pot. Corners where we selling rock. Africa been by the home of the hip hop. Yellow cap, gypsy cap, dollar cap, holla back. For foreigners it ain't fair, they act like they forgot how to act. 8 million stories out there in the naked city. It's a pity half of y'all won't make it.
10 miles in the books, felt pretty good. Now we're in what I think might be one of the world's largest grocery stores. This place is enormous. We're looking for a protein shake, something to refuel afterwards. And then we gotta head back to the hotel soon, shower up and get ready for mass. I'm screwed up on timing. I didn't realize I was gonna be running so slow. 5 o'clock mass is in 10 minutes. I'm not gonna make that. But luckily they have a 7 o'clock mass, so that one we'll definitely do. So hopefully they have a protein shake or something I can hammer down. This place is enormous. We'll make do and get ready for church. All right, second go for church in the subway. Subway went pretty well. I learned that it's only 88 cents USD to ride the subway. So you can't beat that. They have tap to pay, which is great. And then we had to do a transfer and we got it right. We got off the right train and back on the right train. And now it's like a 10-minute walk to church. So let's do it. All right, so here's the Basilica de Lourdes. I believe this is the church. And then they also have people sitting out here and an altar out here outside. So I'm not sure which one's gonna be mass tonight. I guess I'll walk into both and Pablo Espanol someone to let me know where 7 o'clock church is gonna be tonight. Did I understand a word in mass? Jesus, Padre, Amen. So it's about 3 words, but did I get filled up by the Holy Spirit? You better believe it. Freezing there. Everyone had like their winter jackets on. I guess like the stone walls or whatever made it even colder than it is outside. But good mass, was able to follow along as best I could. And now it's dinner time. I am starving. 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go find some steak, tacos, chicken, pollo. We're gonna get back on the subway, head back towards the area where I know, because I'm not really exactly sure where the heck I am. And we'll go grub down some dinner. Got off at a random subway stop, walked 15 minutes. The taco place was closed. So now we're walking somewhere else that might have tacos. When you're in the mood for something, folks, you cannot deviate. At least that's where I'm at. But it's kind of a cool neighborhood. No one's around. I don't understand where the heck I am, but YOLO. All right, so we found Gear Air's Catina and Taqueria, and I just ordered 6 al pastor tacos. The waitress looked at me like I had 4 heads, and I got a Coca-Cola because they're different. They hit different down here in Chile. All right, we're not messing around tonight with the food. We just got 2 orders of the al pastor tacos. You better believe we're gonna be housing all of this down. A side of Coca-Cola and some Tabasco sauce, hot sauce. Let's go. So sadly, the al pastor tacos, just New York hits better. I'm sorry. Well, maybe it's my fault. Mexican while you're in Chile, it is what it is. But we, this cool little market area. See, Santiago, I have some big news, folks. Very big news. It has officially surpassed Buenos Aires as my favorite South American city for our little loop that we do. Places I've been and spent time with. Santiago has now taken the crown and is #1 favorite city. There's just so much to do here. So many cool places. I think the subway really opened me up to explore more, and it's at the $1, so you can jump on, jump off. There's all these cool little neighborhoods, restaurants. The culture is great. The physical activity. Tomorrow I have plan on going to this place called Utopia. I can't wait to go there and check it out. But yeah, the ranking right now is Santiago, Chile, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Quito, Ecuador, and then Bogota, Colombia. That's like my list 1 through 4. You never know if it could change, but for now, that's the top 4. Another perfect example. I just stumbled upon this little like square. There's like tons of these all over the place. There's restaurants, music. It's 9:30 on a school night, and this place is bumping. All right, I didn't want to do it, but it's right here. Crepes and waffles, so you already know. Nutella, strawberry, and then the nice señorita who helped me. How's my Spanish? Bueno? Good. Good? Bueno? Muy bueno? You understand? Amazing. See, everyone making fun of my Spanish. The locals here in Chile think my Spanish is excelente. One thing I did notice here in Santiago, not many people jaywalk, meaning when the sign says no go, and even if there's no cars coming, they do not keep walking. New York people visiting? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we do. And before anyone on here goes, Pete, respect their rules and their culture. I'm not robbing a bank, folks. If I get a ticket or I get in trouble jaywalking in a foreign country, I'll take my chances. But standing there for 45 seconds. FaceTime from the La Familia came in while I was ranting about the jaywalking. But either way, Santiago, loving it here. We got 1 more full day tomorrow before the flying begins. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another full day here in Santiago. Day 3 here in Santiago, Chile. Just had the free breakfast downstairs, and now you already know it's non-negotiable workout time. Gym at this hotel's at the top floor. Pretty standard Got a few machines, some equipment. I'm giving myself a break from running on the pavement. Gonna do a little elliptical action, get the heart rate going. This is actually new. It's a little bench press machine. So I got a little piece of equipment. You got Vince Lombardi saying win, 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 hola, hola, hola in Spanish. And then top floor overlooking the city. Pretty cool view. It's nice out. You got the windows open. There's that big old tall building, and then the crane. They're actually doing construction. It's been going on pretty much since I've been coming here for the last year or so. They're building this like gondola trolley thing to help like people here go over the mountain quicker. It's actually gonna be pretty cool once it's open. I'll definitely check it out once it is. So lift, we'll get our day started the right way by moving the body. And today is gonna be the toughest day because the day is easy. Obviously the layover hanging out here is nice, but our wake up call comes at 10 p.m. tonight. It's the worst leg out of the 1, 2, 3, 4 legs we do on this entire trip. This is by far the worst one. There's no debate. 10 p.m. wake up call for an 11 p.m. pickup for like a 12:30 or 1 a.m. departure. 5.5 hours to Quito, Ecuador. So it's brutal. You know, I say I don't do night flying. This is night flying for sure. This is body clock getting messed up. This is fatiguing, tiring, difficult. And you might say, oh, well, Pete, it's not that bad. It's just one leg. I'm telling you, until you experience 10 p.m. wake up calls, having to fly a 767 at that time, it's tough. It's tough. So the captain and I had breakfast. We're supposed to link up for dinner tonight. And we're just saying how like, you think about it all day almost of how brutal it is. Cause I'm going to try to go to bed at like 6 p.m. tonight, but I'm not going to like pass out from 6 to 10 and get like a solid 4 hours. It's impossible. So do my best and hopefully I don't have to call out fatigue. So you can see here, this is what they're building. I was talking about at the gym, this like gondola system. I ran kind of parallel to it when I went on my long run the other day, and it's going to be like a people traveler to help get over this little hump over here. But I also realized, I did some research, Grand Torre is what this building is called. The Constantra, or whatever the heck I was saying, that's the mall, but the Grand Torre is the name of it. So you don't have to correct me. If you already did in the comments, you have to promise me you're going to leave it. Because this way I know who comments before they watch the whole video. And I also know who watches this video all the way to the end. So it's the tallest building in South America, but oh my gosh, pathetic. Pathetic. Why? Sorry, people of South America. You guys ain't got nothing on the Northern Hemisphere. Why? The Empire State Building, which is a 10-minute walk from my apartment, is higher. I thought it was like this miraculously tall. No, it's not even like 1,000 feet. We got the World Trade Center higher, the Empire State Building's higher. I mean, I like your guys' little building and all, but it ain't what I thought it was. You guys are in the minor leagues. Come up to New York and experience the big leagues if you want some tall building action. All right, so Captain Scott and I are here at Diablo, I think it's called. Diablo. And this is in the Mutt, which I showed you guys yesterday. This Mercado Urbano Tubalaba. Awesome place that we love going to. And we both went with the same dinner. We got the brisket skillet. Look, how does it look?
It's going to taste better.
So the people are going to want to know, Captain Scott, what is your background flying? Can you tell us how many flying hours you have?
About 10,000 hours.
Woo!
So I had 2,000 hours in the military and got out and been doing this for the last 30 years.
And what did you fly in the military?
Marine A6s and flight instructed Navy flight school, and then got out after 9 years.
And then how long have you been working here flying the
29 years at
Purple
FedEx
Tails.
and a couple other airlines a year before that.
And would you say for all those who are aspiring pilots, what's a little bit of advice you give them? You think it's a good career? You're a family man, married, you have kids.
I do think it, you get on with the big three or FedEx or Southwest, UPS, it's not a bad life.
I agree with everything said there. We've had 72 hours here in Santiago, getting paid, eating good food, good company. And then tonight's gonna be the worst. We get called at 10 p.m. to go fly to Quito, Ecuador, but we'll enjoy our meal.
That's right. We're going to eat, and then Peter's going to fly us up to Quito tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. The alert call just came through. 10 p.m. local time here. They call us to wake us up, which is nice. Planes en route means it's on time. This is the worst part of this trip. The worst part about being a pilot. The worst part about the job, in my opinion, is this right here. It's the fact that it's 10 p.m. Almost everyone's starting to go to bed, and I'm waking up to start to go to work, and it ain't just one little flight an hour long. It's international, quiet, only 2 flight crew, meaning no rest, 5-hour flight up to Quito, Ecuador. And I don't even know what time scheduled departure is. We had to be downstairs at 11. It's about an hour drive, 12, get through customs, 12:40. It's a 1:30 a.m. departure. I'll confirm that and let you guys know we're on the ramp. But yeah, it stinks. There ain't no way to make this one not hurt. But it is what it is. Pack up, and I'll see you guys on the ramp, a little bit more awake in Santiago, Chile. All right, we just pre-flighted the 767. She's all set to go. 5 hours, 20 minutes, Quito, Ecuador. It'll be my leg to fly. The captain and I both agreed while we're waiting for our transportation outside the hotel. Quito is probably the hardest, most challenging, most threatening airport that the 767 flies into, just with the terrain, the language barrier, the approach with the arc and all the mountains, and then on top of it, the fact that we're departing at about 1 a.m. local time with not that much sleep. So all those factors combined definitely make it for like the most challenging one. So hopefully Pilot Pete can do it the right way, and I know we will. So we'll fly 5.5 hours up to Quito, and let's get out of here and go enjoy our third South American city. Pre-flight's all complete. We're just waiting for them to load, and we're gonna go over our flight plan here in a second. But here's our route up to Quito, Ecuador, 5 hours along the coast here. And then they shoot us over westbound to Quito. Right now, departure is off of 17 left. We're parked all the way down here, so long taxi. Easy one though, it's pretty straightforward all the way down to 17 left. And our departure is also pretty straightforward, LNAV departure, out and headed north. But we do have a special engine out procedure, which basically is just worst case scenario, we lose an engine on takeoff with all these mountains around the airport. You can't just fly straight and hope for the best. You gotta make sure you follow these exact procedures, which off of 17 left, it says hitting the 6.4 DME off AMB, which is this VOR, just a navigation fix. Then we'll make a left turn, head back pretty much over the airport, and you can see they have us holding, and we'll continue to climb in that hold to make sure that we don't hit anything, stay away from all the terrain, and then get vectored and probably come back in here and land. But that's not gonna happen today. We're not planning on that. Safe flight, 5 hours all the way up to Quito, my leg. And like I mentioned on the pre-flight walk around there, the Quito airport is considered pretty nifty to say the least because of all the terrain in that area. You can see here, there's high elevation, high mountains, and it makes it pretty tricky, but the airplane is very well equipped to get us into these difficult spots. Made it safely at Quito, Ecuador. Officially bedtime. Probably could have slept for another 5-6 hours, but I forced myself up. Why? Because the breakfast here is the best breakfast in our entire system, in my opinion. Free omelet station, crispy bacon. Look at this mango and pineapple, and then you already know. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So breakfast ends at 10. I set my alarm for 9:45 and just rushed down here to make sure I was able to feast before they take it all away from me. Feeling a little bit better, a little bit more awake after that breakfast. Went outside for a little bit, got a little sunlight. It's a beautiful day here in Quito, Ecuador. Look at that. Quito lies right on the equator, so it's about the same temperature all year round, about low of 50, high of 70 every day. Summer, winter, doesn't really matter. And the reason it's not warmer being on the equator, because it sits at about 8,000 feet in the mountains, so it doesn't really get too hot. But hopefully I have enough energy to go for a run. Gotta get the non-negotiable in. We only have 24 hours here, so it'll be a relaxed layover here in Quito. One of the times I was here, I had like 3 days, and that's when I went crazy and did a lot of fun stuff. So Quito is a fun place to be, but not for me this time. I'll be working out, relaxing. World Cup France, England, I think is on later today. And then we'll get dinner, probably with the captain again, and then get to bed because we had another early wake up. Won't be as bad as last night, that 10 p.m. wake up call. This one will be, I think, closer to like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So somewhat decent sleep, but the flight was good. Felt really, really good for most of it. Definitely got tired towards the end. And then the turbulence coming into Quito was unlike anything I've ever experienced in Quito. It wasn't the worst turbulence I've ever felt, but pretty freaking bumpy. I was a pilot flying, so I'm trying to slow the airplane down, I'm trying to configure. Everything happens really quickly here because essentially you're used to putting the flaps in and configuring the airplane when you're coming to land in New York and it's at like 3,000 feet. Here you're doing the same thing, but you're at like 16,000 feet. So the airplane just doesn't behave. I've explained this a lot before, but at 16,000 feet, it's less responsive. So I'm trying to get the airplane down, slow it down. It's never a great combination. We're getting rocked. I'm trying to make sure we don't overspeed any of the flaps. And it ended up being a pretty gnarly approach. We had an overcast layer of clouds that made it a hard IFR ILS into runway 36. I clicked the autopilot off right before minimums and landed. Just left the center line. I'm not gonna dance for two reasons. One, because I am just way too tired. So I'm gonna give myself an 8.7 out of 10 on the landing. It was silky smooth, really, really soft, buttery touchdown, but I was a little bit left of center line and I was a little bit further down the touchdown zone than I would have liked. I landed flaps 30 just because it's a high elevation, so I want to put less wear on the brakes, a little bit slower of approach speed. And why did I land left to center line? It's not very normal. It was barely any wind. It's just the visuals. When you're locked into the flight instruments and all of a sudden you break out of the clouds and you have to go looking at the instrument panel to outside, it's wonky and you gotta make sure you're on your speed. I'm tired as heck. It's freaking 5 a.m. local. So yeah, I was very, very happy with it. It wasn't obviously unsafe by any means, but we got it done. And then it was about a 35-minute ride to the hotel and I just didn't snore, but I passed out pretty hard and took a little nap and had breakfast. So feeling alive, we'll get outside. Let's see how this non-negotiable run goes, folks. I am exhausted. I am tired. At least it's nice out, sunny, beautiful here in Quito. The plan calls for 6 miles. Supposed to do intervals and speed work, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But we got 6 miles in Quito. Let's go rock and roll. Inside the hotel, found this cool little park area with a nice little track. So we're running around here and get our miles in. Windy, I'm out of breath, no sleep. This ain't gonna be easy. Wish me luck.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive.
We did it. We did it. It wasn't easy, but we did it. This park, though, is absolutely sick. They have skate parks, dirt bike parks, basketball courts, freaking tennis courts, a track, just bike path all around. It's enormous. Food vendors and stuff. And I just realized it's the same park when I paraglided, where I ended up landing, like in these soccer fields early in the morning. So it's called Carolina, I think. It's really, really cool. Definitely my new favorite spot here in Quito. Did I find the most perfect Pilot Pete place to eat in Quito? I don't think so. Protein. I thought it was a hotel at first, Protein, but it's legit protein. And they have all good healthy eats. I got a shake, chicken sandwich. I was literally looking up protein places on Google Maps. But why did this Protein hotel come up? And sure enough, boy, was I wrong, but perfect place. Hopefully the food doesn't disappoint and the shake wasn't too bad. Before I go continue exploring Quito, Ecuador, I just want to turn you guys on to Holofly eSIMs. I've personally partnered and started using Holofly plans about 6, 7, 8 months ago. I personally have the unlimited plan that allows me unlimited data in over 160 plus destinations, no matter where I travel to. So as a pilot, it's an absolute game changer. No matter where I land, I'm automatically connected to my family and friends, and it makes traveling that much easier and that much more convenient. And now Holofly offers an amazing feature called Always On. Always On is available to all Holofly users. Whether you cancel your monthly plan or your eSIM is no longer active, as long as you keep the eSIM installed on your phone, you'll still receive 1 gigabyte of free backup data each month, so you're never fully disconnected. Honestly, having Holofly has been an absolute game changer as a crew member. Sometimes I'm traveling domestically where I don't need it. Other months, I'll get these trips down to South America or anywhere else over the world. Holofly keeps me connected to my family and friends no matter where I am. So if you have upcoming travel, I couldn't recommend Holofly enough. If you want to save some money, check out my link or code below in the description and check out Holofly today and let your next international trip be that much more enjoyable. Enjoyed what was hopefully our last dinner here in South America for this trip. Hopefully everything's on time. Our alert call is scheduled for 3 a.m. So hopefully it comes a little bit later, 3:30, 4 o'clock. This way we can get a little bit more sleep. Had a nice fish dinner downstairs with the captain to wrap up the trip, and had to get my fish fix in because Sonia, the girlfriend at home, doesn't allow me to have fish. So I always try to get more on the road, but it was delicious. And hopefully this alarm doesn't come too soon. But the nice thing, don't have to set an alarm. Phone will ring to wake us up. And then we'll see tomorrow morning, Quito to Miami, the last leg, the last day, day 9 of a 10-day trip.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Good morning. The alert call came at 3:30 a.m. Never fun. And we actually had to sit in the airport waiting for the plane to come in for about 25 minutes. We could have got about 30 extra minutes under the covers at the hotel, but it is what it is. So we got here, cleared customs, immigration, security, all took 2 seconds, no traffic. Just pre-flight to 767. She just came in from Santiago, Chile. It's pretty crazy. This big bird literally took off from Miami yesterday at 10:30. Buenos Aires, landed, 2 hours there. Santiago, Chile, hour and a half there. Quito, Ecuador, hopefully an hour and a half here up to Miami. And it just does a huge triangle, South America, while the crews are obviously in those different cities. So I'll be pilot monitoring. It's officially day 9 of this 10-day pilot trip. Today is our last actual flying leg. And even though it's day 9 of 10, it's go home day for myself and the captain to the trip end with a deadhead. So we're able to shave a day off of our trip. But we both said at dinner last night, you know it's time to go home when you're running out of clothes. So no more boxers, no more briefs. I'm ready to get out of here. 4 hours up to Miami. Let's go fly.
I wanna be with you. 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 If I didn't ride blade on her, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than two. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. I got something. Hold up. We gon' function, no assumption. Feeling like Tyson with it. Look at our Tyson with it. Only for the night, I'm kidding. Only for life, yeah, only for life, yeah, only for life. Let's get it. Hit that shoulder lean. I know what's coming over me. Extra potency. I know what you need. Already on 10, all money come in. All feeling go out, this feeling don't drought, this party won't end.
We made it, folks. We made it from Quito, Ecuador, up to Miami, Florida. Absolutely ridiculous, though. We were delayed about an hour leaving Quito. Why? Oh, Pete, must be like a big maintenance thing. Something's wrong with the airplane, or customs, or a flat tire, or you couldn't get fuel. No, see, that would be understandable, and that I would understand and not get frustrated with. It was a broken headset, a headset that we weren't even using, meaning each pilot position, the captain, the first officer, then the jump seaters have a company issued headset. It was broken. We had 3 spares and the captain has his own, so he used it. But the paperwork and all this silly nonsense in Quito, an hour delayed because of it. In world problems, it's not even on the scale. But when you're sitting there and you're tired and you're cranky, I got tired and I got cranky. It wasn't very fun. But anyway, that ends the 10-day airline pilot trip. It's day 9 right now. We're going home a day earlier. Captain's flying to his hometown. I'm flying out of here as well. And the trip ended the back end deadhead. So as always, I hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride. 767, little international. Got some passport stamps. Now we're on the air train trying not to die. And our next trip will be a domestic one. So as always, comments, questions below. Miss you, love you. And I'll see you on the next one.